Now live. So anyone that's got jacked up skin like me, we have a potential solution for you. Right? If it's worked for me, hopefully it works for you too. And I believe there's a very good possibility that it could. So Organibalm is now live. If you guys want to check it out, go to my website, KOVRAS.com. All right, it's right there. So today we are launching, obviously, my 3 versions of Organibalm, my moisturizing balm for people with dry, irritated, red, scaly skin, seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, etc. Diego, what's going on, man? And yeah, there's only 7 ingredients in these products, and I'll just read you one of them. We've already got our first order of frankincense in from Nicholas on Instagram. These 7 ingredients are very similar to my hairstyling products. Okay, this is organic clay or high hold matte finish. The ingredients are very similar. Ready? I'll just read them both off to you so you just have an idea. For the frankincense version of the moisturizing balm, shea butter, arrowroot powder, jojoba oil, beeswax, kaolin clay, frankincense essential oil, and vitamin E oil. 7 ingredients. Our high hold matte finish, shea butter, arrowroot powder, beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary essential oil, and vitamin E oil. So the ingredients are very similar, very, very similar. But this one is a moisturizing balm, while this one is a high hold matte finish hairstyling product. So moisturizing balm is live. If you guys want to check it out, the website is there. All right, KOVRAS.com. KOVRAS.com. Let's go ahead, let's get to it. So today I am actually going to be trimming my beard live so you guys can tag along and just see how I do my normal beard routine. Let's go ahead and get to it. Yeah, you can see how long my hair is getting too. It's looking quite ridiculous if I do say so. Here, ready? Let me just pull one strand down so you can get an idea of just how long my hair is right now. Ready? You see that? It's past my nose. And you guys know me, I got a big old nose. So my hair is at least 6+ inches. At least 6+ inches. All right, let's do it to it. And I do have a little bit of Organibalm in my hair as well. So this product is good for your skin, obviously your scalp, and your hair. So if you want to put it on as like a hair mask, you can also do this as well. So anytime I have any leftover in my hands, when I'm done applying it to my face, my beard, my neck, my scalp, I just put whatever's left in my hands into my hair, and that's pretty much how I style my hair. Nowadays that my hair is super long, especially if I'm not going anywhere throughout the day, right? Otherwise, I just use my normal hairstyling product. So with that being said, let's go ahead, let's get started and do this beard trim. So to start off, I'm gonna be using my trimmers and trimming my neck hairs. So I'm just gonna be getting rid of all of this with the Glaker tools. On TikTok, if you see them, these are linked in the, what is it called? The showcase. So you can check out the Glaker trimmers and the clippers. It's like a set for like 35 bucks. You can check those out there. All right, ready? So let's get to it. Erica, what's going on? let me wipe it off, wipe it down, and then I'll get to, I'll go through it one more time just to clean it all up. All right. Let's go through it one more time. Erica, I subscribed and liked. Let's go. Thank you, Erica. Appreciate that. Hi, buddy. Start panting like a dog. Nice try. Fatal, what's up, going? How you doing, buddy? Ever thought about making shampoo and conditioner as well? Nick says on TikTok. Yeah, I have thought about it, and I've actually done some minor research into the shampoo. I've mentioned this before about conditioners. I'm not a big fan of conditioners, especially when I have, my products are basically conditioners. So it's like, it's really hard to talk about it because there's such a, it's like so normal to have a shampoo and a conditioner that it's like if you don't have both, then it's like, what are you doing, right? But for me, I only use shampoo, and then I just use my Organibalm or even one of my hairstyling products like the Low Hold Organic Cream, and I just put this on, right, after a shower or whatnot for conditioning, because all the ingredients, there's 7 ingredients in here, they're all super nourishing and conditioning for my hair anyway. So I'm not a big believer in conditioner, especially because I have my brand of products that are amazing and super hair and skin healthy. But a shampoo I have thought about, and that might be something that I can consider to do in the future, right? I'd probably do some sort of shampoo bar instead of like a shampoo like cream, like, shampoo bottle that you squeeze out, because you would need to use some sort of like synthetic preservative, like phenoxyethanol and other types of preservatives that I don't want in a hair healthy shampoo, right? So with a shampoo bar, I wouldn't need to have phenoxyethanol, I don't believe. But yeah, it's a very good question. Let me go ahead and get started again, sorry. Okay, looks good. What's going on? Did I miss anything? Cut your hair on the sides. This weekend I am. Yeah, actually, for everyone that's live right now and that's on, I'm going to be going live on, I think, Saturday in the afternoon, and I'm going to be cutting my hair. So I'm going to be cutting my hair live this Saturday in the afternoon, hopefully Saturday or Sunday, but I'm thinking more so Saturday. So if anyone's live right now, put that in your schedule for this Saturday afternoon. I'm going to be going live and cutting my own hair. So you guys can get a cool, take to see me cut my hair live. And I haven't done a live self haircut in probably a few years. So I'm starting to do like a transition with my content and focus more on doing live streams. So yeah, stay tuned for that this weekend. All right, next we're gonna go in star 423. What's going on? I see you with a wave. Let's see, Hassan. How much is the top length? Yeah, the top is It's probably like 6, 7 inches. I don't know, 6 inches by now, something like that. 6, 7 inches. It's fairly long. Yeah, what's going on? I remember your live stream self haircuts. Yeah, I haven't done them in a long time. Yeah, I appreciate you being a part of the journey for all this time. Six String says, loved your haircutting online course. Let's go. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that was a very, very good course. Very comprehensive, very detailed. Like everything that you need to know about cutting your own hair is within that course, which is on my YouTube channel. In the description of every single YouTube video, it's there for free in an unlisted playlist. Let's see. Do you get your hair shampooed at haircuts? Whenever I cut my hair, yeah. I mean, I shower like a few hours later after I take like my photos and whatnot for the thumbnails. But yeah, I mean, do I shampoo? Probably, yeah, because usually I style with my styling product, and I usually shampoo whenever I use my hair styling product. All right, let me get to it. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the lever halfway. So we're gonna go no guard. We're gonna do lever halfway. All right. So we're gonna go no guard, lever halfway for like the cheeks, and then a little bit underneath the neck. Oh, we just got a new order. Who ordered? Is somebody on the live just order? Let's go. I didn't see the name. I think I just missed it. Somebody just ordered something. I don't know what they ordered, but they ordered something. I think that's, what does that say, Mario? Mario, thanks for the order, bro. I'm making a mess over here. Yeah, I need this here now. Okay, let me clean up. Look at all this. This is what I'm always dusting off in between each like guard. Always got a redonkulous amount of hair. I remember your live stream self haircuts. Does cutting the bottom beard feel ticklish? Ticklish? No. Bro, I've been watching you since the pandemic. Let's go. Wow, for, what was that, 5, 6 years now? Let's go, dude. Thank you. You're a true loyal subscriber, a true friend. All right, let me go ahead and clean this up so I can go through it one more time. Okay, let's clean the clipper. Daniel, what's going on, Daniel? How's you? I'm's good. Is you's good? Naresh, what's going on? All right, let me do it one more time. Puff out the cheek if you need to. Okay, looks good. Closef Suze. Oh, just started following me. Let's go. Thanks for the follow. Do a buzz cut. Do a bald cut. This weekend, I'm going to be cutting my own hair live on all 3 platforms, just like how I'm live right now. So on Saturday in the afternoon, I will be going live and cutting my own hair. I believe so, Saturday or Sunday, whichever one. And yeah, you are free to join and watch the entire process. Should be a fun one. I think I'm going to do more of a beginner style self haircut for all of my beginner followers. And then I'll do, other things as I move forward. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a beginner type of self haircut, so I need to do a few more of those. Okay, ready? So now what I want to do is blend in this hard line. You guys see this hard line right here? So this hard line that you see right here was put in using the trimmers and the no guard lever halfway. All right, so we've got trimmers down here, no guard lever halfway right here. In order to get rid of this hard line, I'm gonna have to close the lever all the way, and that should get rid of it completely. If not, I can just go back to the trimmers and just do a little bit of a flick out motion. So let's go ahead and do the lever closed first, and then see if that gets rid of all of it. Daniel, you should do a buzz cut again or a south side fade. Yeah, the buzz cut's going to be coming within the next few months. So stay tuned for that. It will be making a dramatic return after a 2-year hiatus. Alright, ready? Let's go with the lever closed. Cool. Do a little bit right here. Okay. Looks good. And there you go. No more line. Mustache looked amazing on you. Oh, did you saw it in the story? Yeah. Yeah, you'll see that self haircut pretty soon. That was the 1930s inspired self haircut. That one turned out, that was a really nice turnout. I think you guys are really gonna like that one. Let's see. Hello, good sir. Any thoughts on the Magic Wall Clippers and Babyliss Trimmer Pro Effects? Thank you in advance. Yeah, those are 2 clippers and trimmers that I recommend. The Babyliss clippers, the Pro FXs, and the trimmers. And then the Wall Magic Clips are 2 of the, brands that I recommend. I literally have those on my Amazon storefront link. So if you want to check it out, you can. I believe it's in the description. But yeah, the Wall Magic Clips are good. They're cheaper, which is great. But they're also very good, and they're cordless clippers. The Babyliss Pro FX clippers and trimmers are both fantastic. I have them. I'm just not using them right now. Also, those are probably, in my opinion, like the best. But, you're paying $250 for a clipper, $150 for a trimmer. It's pretty pricey, but they do a really good job, and I've had them for years. Chief, flaky scalp, can that lead to hair loss? I think it potentially could, depending on how bad it is, but I think for the most part, probably not. Yeah, I think hair loss is more so like just with age and with genetics. I don't think flaky skin is gonna be like a cause of hair loss. Because I mean, I've suffered from seborrheic dermatitis my entire life with flaky skin, and I still have a giant full head of hair, right? So I don't think there's really much correlation there. Okay, what's next? And what is next? What am I doing here? Let's continue with the chin. So I finished off this side, I blended in the line, I did the neck. Let me do the chin real quick. So I'll start with the little line here. Okay, there's the little line. Now I can move forward to the actual chin. Let's do, let me see here. Cool man, you gonna shave your head? Help me get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube and you got a deal. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with the no guard lever open and do like maybe a 1/2 inch guideline on this side and then on this side and then a little bit underneath the neck as well. And yeah, let's start off with that. Then I need to get up here as well. Just put the lever halfway again. Just go lever open again. Just hit the corners right there. All right, that should be fine for now. Brush it down. Looks like I need to go through it a little bit more. Alex, can you do another video with a skin fade? I do a lot of them. I gotta change it up sometimes. How often do you wash your beard and hair brushes? Probably every like 2 self haircuts. So maybe once a month. Yeah, about once a month. So I shave my face about 4 times a month, and then I cut my hair twice a month. So it's about 6 different uses, I guess. So pretty much once a month. And then I have my Andis Cool Care spray, which is what I use. Yeah, I got this guy. I still got the original packaging. This is what I use to spray down all of my brushes and whatnot every single, 5-6 uses, pretty much every month. Gotta get that Andis Cool Care. It's cheap too. It's only like 13 or 14 bucks. Alright, now we're good. Let's go with the number 2 open and debulk. Boopy, hey boss, what's going on? How often do you wash your beard trimmers? Do I wash my beard trimmers? If I wash them, they break, but I assume you're saying maybe take them apart or spray them with the Andis Cool Care, like disinfect them. Yeah, I pretty much every month, like once a month. I disinfect my tools, I disinfect my brushes, everything. Once a month. All right, ready? Let's go 2 lever open for the chin. All right, number 2 with the lever open. Okay, there's the 2. Let's throw that off to the side. Let me see. Weekly says never wear a black shirt when doing hair if you want to see all the left behind. Hi from Oxnard, California. You can see the hair. You can see the hair. And besides, whenever you're cutting your own hair, I always recommend to use a specific t-shirt that you always use. It's like a designated t-shirt for cutting your own hair or like trimming your beard, right? For me, it's all good. I have my brush and I can see the hairs perfectly fine here. But for you, maybe it's different. But I always recommend using a particular t-shirt, an old t-shirt that you can use every single time you cut your hair. This way you don't have to use a gigantic cape and get overheated and not have any mobility under those stupid things. Like, they're barber capes for a reason, right? They're meant to be used at a barber shop, not for yourself. Okay, next we are going to use the 1 guard lever open, and I'm only going to go about 1/2 inch on the corners here, 1/2 inch on the corners here, and then a little bit on the bottom. All right, 1 guard lever open. And again, these guards here that you guys see, these were like $10 off Amazon. So and they're linked in my Amazon storefront link. So if you want to check those out, they should be linked somewhere on my profile or on my channel or in the description. Okay, so the Amazon storefront link should be there also. Okay, let me do the 1/2 guard now lever closed. Or no, let me do the 1.5 first. Let's see. Chained. Hey, I saw your video on the Fadeify 2.0 and ended up getting one. My hair turned out great with a smooth fade. You must have the wrong guy on the internet. There's not one video out there that made me promote that garbage product. That's funny. Okay, let's go with the 1.5 guard. Lever closed. LF, what's going on? Adreno is live. Says hi. What's going on? We got the 1.5 guard now. Lever is closed. All right. And I'm just going to be touching up. There's a little hard line right in this area here. And then I have another one over here that I'll get with the half guard. Yo, TikTok needs to stop being run by AI. So I've got the half guard hard line right here and the 1.5 guard right here. So that's what I'm going to be hitting right now. Cool. All right. So that was the 1.5. Let's go ahead and grab the half guard next. All right, so now we have a bit of a hard line right in here and right in here. So that's what I'm going to use the half guard for. So let's go half guard, lever closed. And notice how I'm literally doing the same exact like guard sequences that I always use for my haircuts, right? So when you're doing your facial hair, it's no different. It's the exact same guideline sequence, fading sequence that you use for your haircuts on your beard. Same exact thing, okay? I don't change any of the systems. If it works, you do the same thing over and over, all right? Let's do this side. How are we looking? Cool. Now I just need to do the mustache with the 1.5 guard. So we have the nice blend from the no guard lever halfway all the way into the number 2 guard lever open. Okay, so that's what I did here. All right, let's move forward. Actually, let me use a little bit of, here, you know what I can do to make it look even better? So I have them. Let's do a little bit of thinning shear action. You guys know I love thinning shears. Let me grab real fast. A little thinning shear action. Opa. The thing fell out. Ready? Check it out. A little bit of thinning shear in reverse action, right? So notice how my pinky is free and it's not inside the actual pinky rest. Like this is how you normally hold thinning shears, right? With your pinky in the pinky rest. But when I do the reverse thinning shear method, my pinky is completely free, right? There's no pinky rest. And I just use the bottom blade right here to guide wherever I need to cut to blend in any hard lines. Ready? Check this out. Cool. There you have it. All right. Set that aside. So it looks like we are done with the chin now. Let me do my mustache really quick. Your top hair is not even with the sides. Should you ever go bald at least one time in your life? I know one day I will. I'm sure one day, yeah. And yeah, the top isn't even to the sides. That's because I went for a particular hairstyle. Yeah. What am I doing? 1.5 guard. All right, ready? So for the mustache, I usually use the 1.5 guard lever closed. So I'll go with the 1.5 guard lever closed for my mustache. So let's go ahead, let's do that. And make sure you close your eyes because the hair likes to fly everywhere and right into your face. So protect yourself and close your eyes when you get to, you know, this side, close this side, and this side, close this eye. And you see the hair right here. All right, now close the left. Okay. Should be good. Okay. Your first time on live. No, it is not my first time on live. I've been live. I was live the other day, actually. Yeah, I've been live, honestly, a bunch of times, especially on YouTube, Instagram, and now TikTok. Just leave the goatee, shave the beard. Yeah, I mean, this is the final look. I mean, I have to finish off the mustache, but the beard is pretty much final. Let me go ahead and now I have to use these scissors to clean up the mustache because I like to use scissors. I don't really like using the trimmers for the mustache. I feel like it doesn't always do the best job. So let's go and rotate my mirror setup. Ready? Rotate the mirror inward so that it faces me. Oh, don't click on that. I will rotate this a tad so we can see here what I'm doing. Let's sweep all this hair inside the sink. Alright, so now what I need to do is clean up ready? Now we can go. So I've got my little $5 scissors here that I've had for probably since like middle school, right? We're talking over 15 years. So I've got my little scissors here and I always cut the top part of my mustache, this line, the bottom line, this line, the bottom line, and then I do my cheeks so I straighten up the line. And then all these hairs over here that stray away from the actual line, right? All the cheek hairs. So I do all of that with the scissors. And then sometimes the little strip too. All right, ready? Where's my little brush? And usually I just find it's way more accurate, way more precise, and I cut the hair like deeper when I use these scissors versus the trimmers. All right. So you can see the cheek looks way better now. The line looks better. No hairs on the cheek. Looks much better. Oh, I'm like missing a whole bunch of people's comments on Instagram. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I like the multicolored guards instead of just all black. Makes it easier to check out your Amazon link. Yeah, for sure. It does make it easier too. Yeah, because the Babyliss guards that I have are all black. So it's like, you know, I would prefer the colored guards. It just makes it easier when you're searching for them. And you cut your hair. Yes, I do. Yes, sir. You can buzz cut. I will do a buzz cut in like a month or so. When shall I swing by for my fade action? That's funny. Swing by for the fade. All right, let's continue. Okay, that looks good. Let's do the bottom line. Just brush everything straight down so you can do a nice horizontal line. Okay, I think that looks good. Right? Right side looks pretty solid. Let's move forward. Okay, let's go to the left side now. Cool. All right. When are you doing the buzz cut? It's like the most common question that I get. On TikTok, we got, when are you doing the buzz cut? And I have it in my schedule for like a month or two. So probably in like 2 months. And I believe for the buzz cut, I'm probably gonna do I'm gonna live stream the buzz cut. So I think I'm gonna be live streaming the self haircuts moving forward. Yo G, where does your surname come from? It sounds Greek. It is Greek. You got it. You hit the nail. You hit the head of the nail. Or what? What's that? How's that saying go? I don't know. I'm not very good with sayings. Okay. Now I can do the mustache. Ready? Let's see, what does that say? I want to start cutting my hair, but I'm too scared of messing up. Yeah, I've heard this one a million times. And in complete honesty, it really is, I'm trying to be sympathetic, but it is an excuse. And I've said this a million times. If you're looking to cut your own hair and you're a beginner, this is like your first time, do the most simple self haircut that you can possibly think of. All right? If that needs to be a number 5 guard buzz cut all the way around your head with a little bit of a lineup, right? That's it. 2 steps and you're done. Right? The problem is, and the reason why you're scared is because you think you need to give yourself a skin fade. It's like you're trying to do the hardest version of a self haircut for your first haircut, and it's paralyzing your brain. So don't do it. Do a simple haircut, right? Push your ego aside. Stop thinking about other people and what they're going to think about you if you have a simple haircut, and just give yourself a simple haircut. If you need to do it because financial reasons or whatever it is what it is, right? Like, you got to do it. But dude, too many people nowadays are just so self-conscious about other people's opinions on them. And it's like, dude, for what? Who cares? Do a simple self haircut, right? Do a number 2 guard on the sides and a little bit of scissor work on top, or a 5 guard on top and like a number 1 guard on the sides. Like, I have so many beginner self haircuts that you can watch. If you're unwilling to do a beginner haircut because you think you need to fit in with the crowd and do fades when you've never put a clipper to your head, yeah, no duh, you're going to be scared and you're probably going to fail. So, I'm just keeping it real with you. And some people don't like keeping it real. How do you even do the back with a mirror? I struggle. Great question. I'll show you really fast. So, as you can see, this is my $7 mirror that I tell you guys about in pretty much every single self haircut video, all right? It's a $7 mirror. It comes from Walmart or Target, all right? It's been like that for like 6 or 7 years now. It's been $7 for the longest time, which is great. No inflation on this mirror. So it's about 13 inches wide by about 3 or 4 feet tall. And you just place it on top of the vanity and you lean it up against the wall, and then you use your main bathroom mirror, which is the big mirror against the wall, right above the vanity where your sink is, and then you rotate it. And then when you rotate it at like a 30-degree angle, lean it slightly off the vanity, and then you can see everything. All right, you can see everything when you do this. I have a full mirror setup tutorial, full mirror setup video that you can check out on YouTube. All right, it's called The Best Mirror Setup for Self Haircuts. That's the title of the YouTube video. The Best Mirror Setup for Self Haircuts. That is how you cut the back of your head, by using this mirror setup. The 3-way mirror, it's kind of like, it's meh, right? I give it a nice, it's like a mid-tier. This is the best because you have so much room for your arms, all right? You have so much more mobility to move around, this mirror setup, and it's cheaper. But good question. How long have you been making content for? About 6 years, a little over 6 years now. Yeah, over 6 years. If the sink counter is wider, this won't work. Not sure what you mean by that. Let me go ahead and continue with this. I'm almost done. Alright, we're gonna do the bottom of it. I'm still working on the top. I'll answer the questions in a few seconds. All right, one more line on the bottom. Let me see something here. Hey, hey. Have you tried having just the goatee and mustache without the stubble on the sides? I haven't yet. Maybe that's a fun one I can do in a different live stream. The goatee combo. Okay, hold on, I'm almost done. Okay, so what I want to do right now, really quick, is blend in the little bits. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. Yeah, exactly. There you go. You know it. I want to use the clippers with the lever open because I don't like having my mustache go this far down. So I'm gonna bring it up a little bit, but kind of freehand it to kind of blend it in a little bit so that it doesn't drop too low. I want it to be kind of even right in here, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna even out the mustache to like right here. Okay, how's that? Cool. Looks much better than it did at the beginning of the video. Declan Rice. Who's Declan Rice? Not me. A little bit of hair right in here that I can get rid of. All right. So I think the last thing that I need to do here is probably my eyebrows. I got some really long hairs that I'm seeing over here. So let's go ahead and do the eyebrows real fast. Yeah, you know what else I can do real fast? Just do a better job blending in the sideburns. Let's do the half guard. Lever open. Okay. What just happened on that? I mean, I got the mirror set up and everything, but my hands don't cooperate. Yeah, it takes practice. It takes practice. You know, remember, I've said this many times. I've been cutting my own hair for over 17 years. All right, like what you guys see, how easy it is when I'm doing it right now. What you guys are seeing is 17 years of doing it. All right, so it's not something that's gonna take you, you know, a week to figure out. Like you're gonna need to put in the time to practice, just like with anything else that you're trying to, you know, get better at. You're gonna need to put in the time to get better. You gotta practice, right? Practice allows you the opportunity to get perfect. But you have to put in the action. In the haircut to blend in half with 1.5, do you flick? Yeah, with the half guard and the 1.5 guard, I use the flick out motion. Yeah, 100%. Costello says Greek. Yes, sir, you got it. All right, let me go ahead and do the eyebrows real fast. This should be the final thing for today. So I did the neck. I got the beard. I got the mustache. I got the cheeks. I got a trim right here. And then, yeah, just the eyebrows now. So let's do the eyebrows. And then, yeah, this weekend, make sure you guys put it in your calendar. On Saturday, I believe in the afternoon, I'm going to be giving myself a live self haircut for the first time in like 2, 3, or 4 years. So it's been like 3 or 4 years since I've done a live self haircut. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Saturday or Sunday in the afternoon. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. All right, ready? So now I just push up the hairs and cut where the natural line lies. You guys see that? No? Let me move it a little bit this way. Okay. Cool. That's a nice straight line. Yo, every question, when are you gonna do the buzz cut again? in like a few months. In a few months it'll be back. Where is the back mirror? I can't see it. It's right here. The other mirror, well, I would show it to you, but here, I'll show it to you. Let me just lift up my giant tripod so you can see. You see the main bathroom mirror? Right? This is the main bathroom mirror. And then the $7 mirror. You see how I have it leaned up against the wall? All right, that's how you do it. I mean, obviously this is a little bit different because I'm facing it, but I would rotate it the other way so that I can see everything, all right? That's how I have my mirror set up. I leaned it up against the wall, on top of my vanity, and I have the main bathroom mirror as well. All right, let me fix this. It's very simple. It is very simple. And it is very, very affordable. Right? Very, very cheap. to have this mirror set up. It's only $7 because the property that you live in most likely had a mirror there already. So all you need is this $7 one. There's this kid outside at the just crying his eyes out. What's going on out there? When do you not use the flick out? Usually when I'm putting in the guidelines. When I'm putting in the guidelines, I don't flick out. But sometimes I freehand, but it's not really the same as flicking out. Yeah. Let's see. Tikanis kirie Jeep Poli. I don't know what Jeep is. Hey, is there a video where you show how to cut a bit longer curly hair on top and a mid fade? I do not have a video like that. I only have one video that's like curly inspired. Is there a video where you show how to cut a bit longer curly hair on top and a mid fade? Yeah, if you want to cut like longer curly hair, you're gonna have to wet your hair, but just make sure you don't cut too much off, because with curly hair, it bounces back. So don't cut off more than like, I don't know, an inch your first time, just to see what happens when you like style it the next day. Because what I've noticed is that with curly hair, if you cut off like what you think you need to cut off, you probably cut off too much, and then it's gonna look really short. So maybe just cut off like an inch at first or half an inch and see if that's good enough. Milad illegal in Ika. Yasas. Later, my friend. See you, brother. Yeah, I speak a little Greek too, not much. Very difficult language. Best haircut or a chubby face? I guess best haircut. I guess that was an easy one, right? Was that a gimme? Sounded like a gimme. All right. All right, last eyebrow. All right. And just a little corner. Oh, my bad. He said, no, I was asking what's the best haircut for a chubby face. The best haircut for a chubby face. Probably anything like just tight on the sides. Something tight on the sides should be good. Why don't you shave your head? Because you haven't gotten me to 1 million subscribers on YouTube yet. That's why. So demanding. Leonidas Balios. Hello, Alex. Hey, what's up, brother? Leo in the house. I'm assuming all the way from Greece. Let's go. And the top. I guess it depends how chubby, right? You gotta find the correct, maybe like something short, like a 2-inch or 3-inch, maybe like a little some going up, a side sweep, or like a little mini pump, like 2 inches on top. All right, is that good? All right. I think we're done. What do you guys think? Decent before and after? If you guys are on YouTube, you can probably just scroll to the very beginning and then scroll to current, and you see the before and after looks. I think it looks much better. Much better. Yeah, I definitely want to wash my face. But I got all this hair I gotta clean up, so that has to wait. All right. How does that look? Cool. Let's see. Ardesh. Hey Alex, have you tried the half buska yet? I have not. But I believe that is coming pretty soon. So be a little bit more patient and it will be coming. Let's see. Nispio on YouTube says, where can we get your hair product? Yeah, you can go over to my website. I believe since you're on YouTube, it should be the first link in the description. So we have 3 different hairstyling products. I've only got one with me in the bathroom right now. Organic clay is our high hold matte finish. There's only 6 ingredients. This is a brand new jar that I recently opened up. Okay, there's only 6 ingredients. Rosemary essential oil scent, but the rosemary oil is also fantastic for your hair, for hair regrowth. Also slows down graying, which is fantastic. We've got a high hold matte finish, a medium hold matte finish, and then I just made a new batch today of organic cream, which is our low hold matte finish. For those that have like hair similar to mine that's longer and just want to have a nice little hair mask with some hold throughout the day. But yeah, everything, all my products, same thing with my moisturizing balms, which are now available. You can get these guys on my website, KOVRAS.com, KOVRAS.com, to check them out. So my skin products and my hair products are on my website. Okay, and these products are brand new. I just launched them today. If anybody has seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, rosacea, eczema, or just really dry skin and need some really good hydration, but also with a product that has multiple ingredients that are anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal, and also anti-aging, right? These products are literally covering so many, it's like a multi-purpose product, the same thing as my hairstyling product. So check these out as well if you've got skin problems like myself, and you'll see the before and afters on my website when you check out the product. So incredible results. Hopefully, you know, the results that I've gotten will be the same for you if you struggle with skin problems as well. So yeah, all of my products are on my website. And then I should have the moisturizing balms on Amazon as well by next week. And then TikTok shop too. Scorpion, man, I used your tutorials during COVID lockdown. I hope they helped. Yeah, I hope they helped, man. Nice, we love to see super short buzz cuts. Yeah, I've noticed. Let's see. Oh, Scorpion, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. I think I missed one or a few. Not Ominous says, I'm getting a haircut in 30 minutes. Should I get a 4-guard buzz cut or a crew cut? That's funny. So I'm in charge, eh? What should you do? A 4-guard buzz cut or a crew cut? Honestly, dude, if you get a 4-guard buzz cut, get a 4-guard buzz cut with a high fade. And if you're gonna do a crew cut, do a crew cut with a mid fade. I will say, let's do it. Let's go for the 4-guard buzz cut. Let's get crazy. Let's go 4-guard buzz cut with a high fade. Gray hair is crazy. Yes, it is. I'm starting to get a bunch of them. It's like the second I hit 30, it was just like bam, 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 bam. Gray hairs galore. Let's see. What order of cuts are you going to do when you go back to short? You'll find out. I don't want to give everything away. Otherwise it ruins the surprise. I watched your basic beginner buzz cut video and it's funny because of your cussing and bald egg jokes. Yeah, egghead. It's your boy, Egghead. It's your boy, Egghead. Looking like Humpty Dumpty. Nispio, easiest way to get the last line out, making the line with clipper versus your live is not eligible for recommendation and is restricted in search result because it redirects users to purchase products outside TikTok. Yo, TikTok, get your app in order. You guys let AI run the entire app of TikTok is literally run by AI. You guys need to stop that. Because I'm no longer getting paid on your stupid platform, I can say whatever I feel like it. Until you guys get your things in order and stop letting AI run your platform. Okay, sorry, what'd you say? The easiest way to get the last line out. What's the last line? I don't know what you're talking about. Is it the bald line? Is it what created the line? Next haircut for buzz cut or crew cut? Wait, what? Next haircut for buzz cut or crew cut? I'm not sure what you mean. LOL, egghead will be evident when you are at 0. That's facts. Do you prefer the one close or the half buzz? I haven't done the half buzz yet. so I can't give you that answer. The first initial bald line. Yeah, I go over this a lot in all of my self-haircut tutorials. If you need to get rid of the bald line, there's a 3-step process that I follow. All right. So I use the trimmer for the first guideline, and then I use the no guard lever open, all right, for the second guideline, and then that leaves that hard line right here, right? So trimmer, no guard lever open. You want to use the lever halfway to soften it about 50%. Then you use the lever closed to soften it even further by about 90%. And then if you need to, you can use the trimmers again to flick out the rest of it, okay? So it's like a 3-step process. No guard lever halfway, lever closed, go back to the trimmer if you need to, right? I always say, if you're stuck with a hard line, always go back to the same guard and lever position that you used to put in the hard line in the first place to get rid of the hard line, all right? So that's why I said trimmer last, because trimmer was the first guideline. So if you have to, use the trimmer again to flick out the rest. Good question. Bro, send me a trimmer. Send me a trimmer. Come on, bro. I'm a struggling person on the internet. You send me a trimmer. You send you a trimmer. You send me one. What is this? Giving out handouts. I'm only messing. Okay, am I done? Did I finish everything? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. I got a whole bunch of hair in my ears. Yeah, you know what time it is? It's dinner time. Your boy's gonna go eat some beef and eggs. Some beef and eggs. And some fruit. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Oy. Nice, I'll give it a try. I appreciate it. Yeah, of course. Hello, Alex. Mario here. Order placed already. Hey, oh, you're Mario. Yeah, dude, I saw it come through on my on this phone, like an hour ago, something like that. Appreciate you, Mario. Yeah, I don't know what you got because I'd have to check, but I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'll get that shipped out to you tomorrow because it's already 6 o'clock and the post office is closed. Dr. A Lion. There you go. So that's Mario. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Ardesh, what about the einkorn flour? Yeah, I actually stopped making the einkorn flour pizzas, not because it did anything negative to my skin, just because it more of a time thing, right? It takes too long. You know, every week I gotta make a new pizza. It ends up being like 4 hours or 5 hours a month, and I'd rather be doing other things than spending time making a pizza. So I just eat something else like plantains or fruit instead. So yeah, I still can eat the pizza if I want to, but it's just too timely to make it. So I'd rather spend the 4 or 5 hours a month doing something else, more productive or relaxing, right? Something like that. Wow, your dinner has no carbs. Very smart. No, it has carbs, just not much. Yeah, there's not much. Mainly, the only carbs I really eat is just like fruit, and then if I have sourdough bread, because you know my fiance's friend makes sourdough bread from scratch, and it's super sour, so I can actually eat it. I'll have some of that. Mostly like plantains, oranges, other types of fruits. Any other carbs that I eat? I don't know, I don't think so. Mainly just like beef, yogurt, honey. Honey's another carb that I have. Not much. Yeah, it's mainly, I'm very big on protein, animal protein. Did your high school even have a haircutting course related to something like that you did? No. No, dude, I learned how to cut my own hair strictly from just giving myself buzz cuts for 5 years straight. Like when I was 13 years old when I started, I literally just gave myself number five guard buzz cuts for like 5 years straight. And I practiced on my brother's hair, both of my brother's hair at the same time. So I was learning how to cut my own hair with the simplest hairstyle you can possibly imagine, which is exactly what I tell everyone to do. But everyone's so gung-ho about giving themselves a skin fade for their first self-haircut that they get scared, like they always say in the comments, and they're paralyzed and they don't want to do it because they're afraid. Well, yeah, well, I took the first 5 years of my self-haircut journey was just doing the simplest buzz cuts you could possibly imagine. And then just do a little lineup, and that's it, you're done. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Like, you got to put in the time. And if you don't want to put in the time, you better be a quick learner and practice often. But yeah, no, I learned everything by myself, right? When I first started learning how to cut my own hair, there was no YouTube like it is today. There were no YouTubers, barbers weren't posting on YouTube. There was no like education for me to follow. I just did simple buzz cuts for the longest until barbers started posting on YouTube, and then I started to learn a little bit more from them, like Bossio or 360 Jeezy. All right, like one or two more questions, and then I gotta get going, and then I'll be back on Saturday for the live cut. When you did the number 1 close, was it shorter than you were anticipating? It was way shorter than I anticipated. It was way shorter. I felt bald. Are you letting your hair grow, or are you planning to get it cut short? Currently, it is growing fairly long. I'm growing it out currently, but within the next month or so, my fiance graduates from medical school relatively soon, and I want to have a decent hairstyle for that. So I don't want to do a buzz cut just yet. So the longer hair is going to stay for a little bit, and then the buzz cuts will be shortly after. When did you grow your beard more? Wait, why did you grow your beard more when you took a buzz cut? Yeah, typically I live by the rule of thumb where you have to have, or like it's a good idea to have a long head shape, right? So that's why whenever I have really short beard, I typically have longer hair, or at least hair that's spiked up, right? So it makes my head look longer, because I think there was like a study done, like a scientific study that was done that showed that women prefer or like men more that have elongated head shapes. So that's why when I do the buzz cut, I typically keep some sort of beard, because it at least makes my head look a little bit longer, which is supposed to be more attractive. So that's what I do. When I have a buzz cut, I usually do a beard. When I have longer hair on top, I usually shave it short. But I think this time around, when I do a buzz cut, I'll probably, keep the same type of beard that I have today. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna grow out the long beard. My girlfriend doesn't really like the Spartan look. Or not girlfriend, sorry, fiance. I'm still getting used to saying that. Let's see. I remember when I did self-cut, it was only using the Phillips one blade. The Phillips one blade with one guard only. That's nutty. Yo, you're a savage for that. The Phillips one blade with one guard. LO, you have such thick hair, it didn't look as short. It felt super short. So you're saying the buzz cut is not a good style. The buzz cut is a great style, but I just think if it's too short, it just doesn't really look that good. Is your product better than Suavecito? It is 1,000,000 times better than Suavecito. There's absolutely zero comparison. Ready? Really quick, I'll just give you one reason why my product's better. Because there's 6 100% all natural, hair healthy, scalp healthy, skin healthy ingredients. There's just one massive reason. Then you can say, oh, it's in a glass jar, so there's no microplastics, there's no phthalates, parabens, sulfates, fragrances, synthetic fragrances, petroleum, alcohol, PEGs, gluten, dye, gum, cruelty. It's not in a cheap plastic jar. It doesn't have fake hormone disrupting fragrances. It doesn't actually suck like Suavecito products. Many things, many reasons why my products are better for your hair and overall for your styling as well. There's no comparison. I can confirm that with my cone head. Conehead, egghead, it is what it is. When did you guys get engaged? Congrats. Yeah, we got engaged a little over a month ago. Yeah, a little over a month ago. She is now my fiance. Thank you, I appreciate that, man. Hello, I love your beard. Appreciate it. I just did it just now. You just missed it. You're late. Lisa, come on. You're late. I literally just did it. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed today's live beard trim. Don't forget to check out my brand new moisturizing balm called Organibalm. We've got 3 different scent profiles. We've got a frankincense scent. We've got a neutral scent, which is the white one here, which is it's supposed to be an odorless. So I try to neutralize the scent of the raw ingredients. So hopefully, for anyone that's sensitive with fragrance smells, this one's really good because it's like a neutral scent. So the goal is for it to not smell like anything. Okay. And then I have the lavender for all my ladies out there that like, that lavender smell. So the lavender, I guess, is for the ladies. Frankincense could be for both or anyone, but I like to use the frankincense, and I also like to use the neutral scent. So check those out on my website. They are brand new for anyone that has skin issues and dry skin problems like myself. These have been an absolute wonder for me, so hopefully they are for you as well. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for Saturday when I go live and cut my hair. All right, God bless. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.